Oh man, life sure feels hectic sometimes, right? The hustling and bustling of the daily routine, the constant pressure of giving attention to everything and everyone, the endless barrage of stimuli and calls to action, the long work hours, the stress, the lack of time to self-develop, self-care and improve. Where am I going with this? I have no idea, but I'm feeling kinda blue now. What if there was a way of getting away from all of that for even a tiny bit and just chill for even a second? Welcome to Melatonin. Developed and published by Half Asleep, Melatonin is a laid-back rhythm game sporting gorgeous and drawn visuals. It is very short, at about 3 hours to complete, and I think it also features a surprisingly deep story hidden below the surface. Don't worry, we'll get to that, and you will be bored by the end of it, I promise you. Gameplay-wise, you'll go through 12 different levels trying to figure out what they want from you in terms of inputs. There's only 3 inputs available, and the game gives you plenty of cues to find your way around. The music, the sounds, the colors, the movement all help you understand what to press and when. It's not meant to be challenging, and you can even enable a ton of assistance right from the options menu for no penalty. Progression is very well thought out and never degenerates into oh no, this level is hard because you need to press 15 buttons per second. Difficulty comes in different forms, from making you hit prompts off beat or mixing different inputs in the same level, to more subtle ones, such as taking away one or more of your cues. It is much easier to hit stuff on time if the entire screen is bobbing and dancing to the rhythm than if stuff just drags smoothly along and the song itself is the only indication you have. Even slowing the song down is sometimes used to increase the difficulty, as you can lose track of when the next beat will come and hit it a bit early or a bit late. Each level also has a hard mode available and a fully fledged level editor. It was fun to try and make my own challenging sections on each level or try and understand, okay, so why didn't the developers do this crazy section like so? Oh right, it's dreadful. Okay, now I know, thanks. Everything here meshes extremely well. The music is gorgeous by itself, but then you add the prompts, your inputs. Everything just fits together like a glove and works to elevate the experience. Now, if you'd humor me for a moment, allow me to overanalyze the bejesus out of whatever narrative exists here, whose undertone clashes immensely with the tone of the gameplay itself, in a really subtle way but unmistakable once noticed, and creates a really cool atmosphere for the player, or at least for me it did. You play as the subconsciousness of an unnamed character as they slip into their dreams throughout 4 different nights. This character lives seemingly isolated and takes little to no self-care, with litter and stain marks spread around everywhere what seems to be a kitchen, bedroom and living room all jammed together. They also interface with the world mostly, if not exclusively, through online means, which is apparent in many of the levels you go through, as well as in the environment around, filled with cardboard boxes of delivered goods and fast delivery food. Lastly, their wallet and house keys don't change position at all during the almost week-long time you spend with them. I did say this would be extremely overanalyzed. The first night seems normal enough, with our friend falling asleep while watching TV and scrolling on their phone surrounded by fast food, as one does occasionally, and dreams about extravagant subjects such as even more food, shopping, etc. Such overindulgence might be long-lived, however, and seems to take a toll, as on night 2, things take a turn given the character is now forced to burn the midnight oil trying to do as much as they can in a short period of time, over-caffeinating themselves in order to reach some unspecified deadline nailed to the wall, while at the same time trying to stay in shape and potentially getting some online dating going. This also creeps into their dreams, this time focused on what's stressing them out. Fed up with such stress, the next step for our character is to be more mindful, with night 3 represented by the living bedroom a bit decluttered and sprinkled with plants and relaxing aromas. Dreams follow the exact same path, focused on nature and the mind. This is abruptly ended by the TV turning to static. Maybe the TV bill is running overdue, I guess? Again, overanalysis, baby. Regardless, such efforts toward tranquility are short-lived, as on the fourth and final night, things are worse than ever, with the old plants and aromatic devices carelessly tossed to the side and the room absolutely crammed with energy drinks everywhere, in what seems like an attempt to remain sleepless. As someone who personally has some periods of absolutely dreadful nights, I do get the appeal, and this was the scene that made me go, maybe there's something going on here with the narrative. Even without truly falling asleep, the character's subconscious kicks in regardless, as they negatively reminisce about their past and once again turn to their desires, which in this case are now a house, a car, even more junk food and video games, in a confused mess of essential and superfluous possessions all jumbled up. As morning arrives, our hooded companion finally falls asleep and dreams about all they experienced so far, in the cleaner and less extravagant environment yet, and also the first non-abstract one, a simple beach with a small wooden house. I'm grasping at straws here. I've been this whole time, but this could mean they finally understood that they truly desire life with less, not more. This seems corroborated by morning arriving and the apartment getting lit up for the first time, and our character contemplatively looking outside. Does any of this matter gameplay-wise? Not even a single tiny bit. But it made me think. And even if I'm just producing narrative conspiracy theories out of nothing, it was still nice to do so. Maybe it will make you think. Maybe it won't. And isn't that beautiful?